All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, basically, I just wanted to do this video real quick. All right, being that today is so-called New Year's Eve. All right, and you have majority of the world, majority of the people. All right, their whole focus is on getting drunk and partying and all these there's different things to quote unquote bring in the so-called New Year, which that doesn't even make sense because how can you have a New Year in the middle of winter? All right, in the middle of a season, that doesn't make sense. All right, but for all this, as as I was walking, whatever, scouting, looking at how the condition Jake is in. All right, you meditate. All right, knowing the truth, and you think about it like, so on this night, how many people, all right, are Israelites I'm speaking about, are meditating, all right, or thinking about how the Lord feels about this. How many Israelites are actually in their mind considering what their creator thinks about what they're about to do tonight, or what they're doing tonight, or what they're partaking in. All right, probably started as we speak. You got cars everywhere, people parking, oh yeah, bringing food, drinks, and all these different things. But wait, you can do all this for a so-called New Year's Eve, but the holy days the Lord commanded us to keep is like, to hell with that, right? And hey, I'll tell you this, man, the Most High is upset. He's furious. And that's why I titled it 2020, you people are not ready, because that's the thing, man. That's why the scriptures say, which I have it on deck, that when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, because people don't know what's to come. Everybody's posting these videos of, oh, what 2019 was like, what the end of a decade is, and all that. But you guys don't know what the Lord has set up for the next decade that's coming up, man. You people are not prepared, not mentally, not spiritually, no way, shape, or form. All right. So I'm gonna start off with this. This is Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. All right. And right now, it's only the elect, all right, that have acknowledged, all right, our offense, all right, and are seeking the Lord's face. The rest of our people, they don't even care. To be quite frank with it, they could care less. All right. Right now, the only thing, and all in all honesty, it's just getting worse, man. Okay, it's getting to the point of, here it is, whenever it's somebody's birthday, especially these chicks out here on social media, whenever it's their birthday, just look at their birthday outfit, man. Literally dressed like a whole prostitute, man. All right, I don't understand how that works. Okay, and all they're thinking about is sending risky texts after they get drunk, having sex till God. Now you imagine this, because the scriptures say wine, drinking, you can drink, but in moderation. But see, people tonight, they're not planning to drink in moderation. They're not planning to do any of that in moderation. All right. And this sounds like some pagan, ancient Roman type, Babylonian type joint, man. Getting drunk out of your mind, eating so much that you can't even stand up, and that's then now. So you get drunk, you go have sex and all that. Most High don't have mercy on you. Your condom pops. Now you wake up the next morning dealing with consequences all over the place, man. You got masses of people grouped up in Times Square to watch a ball drop. Are you serious? People really set an alarm, all right, for those who can't quote unquote stay up. They set an alarm clock, all right, to wake up at 11:50, 11:55, whatever the time is, to watch a ball drop on TV and then go back to sleep. What really does that do for you? That's my question. What does that ball drop? What does that have to do? And that shows you it's a spirit that's out here, man. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Merry. It's like it's a demon, all right, that is got on these people, man. It's a part of that stronghold. All right. And that's why through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we're breaking that, man. All right. And we understand why the Most High said he's going to bring judgment. We understand why this place is going to be utterly destroyed. Okay. Along with 2/3 of Israelites, man. because you just have to go. You're polluted. All right. Here it is. We're coming into dangerous times, man. We're coming into times of destruction. All right. We're coming into the littlest thing could happen and people get scared, man. So you're not even mentally prepared in the slightest for what the Lord is about to unleash. And this so-called new decade that you're all so excited about, all right, it's not gonna start the way you think it is, man. Hey, Lord's will the Most High start this so-called new year with a bang, man. He starts it off big, man, because we're tired of seeing, having to suffer all these wicked things around us, man. Okay, so you know what? Matter of fact, I'll save this precept for later. This is actually Amos, Salakia, chapter 5, verse. Matter of fact, let me jump up real quick. 5 and 10. Okay, it says Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. All right. If you were to try and rebuke somebody and try to give them words of advice, and for to save their asses, you try doing that, especially tonight, you probably getting cursed out, because people don't want to hear. They want to do what they want to do, especially Jake, man. Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they just want to do what they want to do, and that's why the Lord called them Sodom's children. The Lord called them a rebellious house, man, because they don't want. They just is what they feel. They're all up in their feelings, man. Okay, they're driven by emotions. They're driven by pleasurous acts. If it's not, I do what I want. I'm my own man. But you were put here to serve the Lord, man. But our people don't consider that, and that's why when the time comes, the Lord said only His elect, only His servants are gonna eat, are gonna rejoice, are gonna drink. The rest of you, the Most High is gonna plague you. He is going to bring some holy hell upon this earth, man. We know it, okay? And we're praying that the Lord has mercy on us, man. That's why you don't see us getting into these different things, man. Okay, these holidays and all that. We're not into that. Okay, we're not into that. And the prophets of old weren't. When the same thing we're doing now, the prophets of old did. The same way we're feeling now, they felt the same way back then. Okay, you read the book of Ezra, man. All right, read the book of Daniel. Okay, all these different men, when they were in different captivities, seeing our people start going off and partaking in the heathenistic customs, because we weren't in our land, we weren't in rulership, they prayed to the Lord. All right, they felt the vexation. You see, but this time is going to be different, man. And they hate us for what? Rebuking them. So jumping down, all right, Amos 5, verse 21. Matter of fact, let me start at 20. Shall not the day of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Why? Because a lot of people, number one, are not even looking. The day of the Lord is the last thing on their mind. They don't even keep in their mind that something like that even exists, that the Lord is coming back. What? That's just something we say. To them, in the average mind, no, that's just something we say. Yeah, He's coming. It's whatever, something for debate. They don't understand that this is a solid event that's coming. So they're not expecting the Lord to come back, pursuant to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Neither are they expecting us to be the men of the Lord. And that's why they're doing this whole demonization and all of that. Notice how the Lord is moving these chess pieces into place. All right. So once He's ready, He just kicks it off, and it's all like a domino effect. He's setting up these race wars. All right. While through us being demonized, in turn bringing the famine of the word, okay, and at the same time he's causing things to stir up in the Middle East, man. So you see how the Lord works. The Lord works with duality, man. As we're being demonized, okay, guess what? The means they're using to demonize us is setting up the stage for those race wars, those class wars. All right. It's also setting up the stage for the Lord to bring that spiritual power. It's setting up the stage for the famine of the word. So the Lord is doing all this, all right, it's all together, man. It's not one and then 10 years later one. No, the Lord is putting it all together. All right, and it's going to flow. Prophecy is going to flow right through, man. Because you have prophecies that are interweaved with each other. Okay? And here it is. Prophecy is taking place. The mark of the beast, the chip. Hey, now they have these things called, what is it, Omni or something like that. All right, at the train stations where you don't even have to use a Metro card anymore. You either use your what was it cashless something card or your phone, you know, and there's just like a tablet on the thing, and you just tap it. So they're basically at that point where they're just gonna start. You know what? To hell with all this old way of doing things. We're just gonna upgrade it. These are the things that are coming on this place, man. But you know what people want to do? They want to get into the spirit, man. This wicked holiday spirit. And year after year, we rebuke them on it. We rebuke them and rebuke them and rebuke them. They don't get it. Verse 21, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. But guess what? Israel's gonna they're basically spitting in the Lord's face, because what are they gonna do? They're gonna go and do what the Lord told them not to do, but then they're gonna quote unquote pray on it. You know? Especially, hey man, you got when they get together, these big family gatherings, there's bound to be some abominable dish in there, man. You know, you probably got some form of adultery going on. Because wine activates spirits, man. And not just wine, alcohol. Okay? Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Okay? Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? But ye have borne the tabernacle of Molech, and chewing your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. You see? And they're doing the same thing now. They're not acknowledging the Most High. They're not making their bodies a living sacrifice to the Lord. They're not worshiping the Lord. But they got the nerve to demonize us, the only true servants of the Lord. You see? You're doing all this wickedness, but you're getting at us for doing what's right. And we haven't even touched anybody. Okay? And that's why, and that's why the scriptures say the whole world lieth in darkness. They don't know. They don't get it. But you know what the thing is? They don't want to get it. All right? This is Proverbs 1 verse 1. Oh, actually, not even verse 1. Let me... Let's see. Actually, I'll get verse 5 and I'll jump down. Proverbs 1 verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. Okay? Hear what? Hear this word. Increase learning what? In this truth. Counsels from the wise. Okay? That's a wise man. All right? And a wise man will conduct themselves differently, man. All right? A wise man knows how to be incognito. Because you don't know what's up here. He can display all these different. Hey, King David, man. Who was it? The king of I forgot what king it was. But what David, knowing he was at a disadvantage, what did he do? He started acting like he acted like he was mad because he was in enemy territory. So when he was brought before the king, you know, he purposely had speaking like he's a crazy guy, spit all over his beard, like he damn near lost his mind, you know. And the kings look at him like, the hell I'm gonna do with this guy, man? Get him out of here. You know? But that's being incognito, because David was way smarter than that. Okay? Obviously, he hadn't lost his mind, but he knew how to play the game to get from point A to point B. Okay? And sometimes you gotta be like that in this world, man. You know, somebody tells you Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, it don't mean you gotta curse them out on the spot. Happy New Year. What you said to me? Happy New Year. What? Yo, get out that precept. Nah, you don't need. There's no. That's not wise. You know, Happy New Year. Oh, likewise. Whatever. Cool. Because the Lord knows He knows what's in your heart. You don't even have to say anything back to them if you don't want to. All right. But you gotta move wise as a serpent, man. All right. So jumping down, Proverbs 1 verse Yeah, let me start at 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? You see? And that's what we come out here and we say this all the time, man. But there's only one thing our people like to do, man. If you really watch our people, look at whenever it's a holiday and they gather. What they do? They get drunk, they eat, they dance, they party. That's all Jake does. That's all. That's simple life. All right. But simplicity and wickedness. All right. Now I'm not saying it's wrong to party, but you got to look at the context around it, man. All right. Because most of them are not doing it in righteousness. And when you try to tell them about it, they don't want to hear that. Verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known unto you my words, or I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. How has the Lord stretched out his hand? By sending us out here to teach unto you. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof, because you don't listen to what we tell you. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. All right. So when all this hell is breaking loose, man, because people don't expect it, the Most High is gonna laugh. See, we know what the Lord has in store for this place. That new decade, we know what the Lord is gonna bring. We know the martial law is coming. We know World War III is coming. We know the RFID chip is coming. We know that they're gonna grab some of us up, kill some of us, throw us in prison, all that stuff for preaching righteousness. But we also know the Lord is gonna deliver us. Some of us are gonna gain spiritual power. The Lord is gonna send angels down. But at the end of the day, the Lord is going to take care of us. So we're not to be concerned. We're not worried. All right. But then again, what's to come is going to be that bad, man. And it's going to be worse for you people because you're not expecting it. You're so eager to jump into 2020. All right. Let's see what the Lord is going to give you then, man. All right. Let me see. Verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. Oh, then everybody want to repent. Now you're looking for your Bibles. Now you want to talk. Now you want to listen and see what the Lord has to say. When all hell is breaking loose, when the Lord takes away your comfort and replaces it, all right, with destruction and pain and anguish and suffering. And we're not saying that just because we want to be buzzkills, but that's what's coming. All right. Like the scriptures say, salt water shall be found in the sweet. Okay, the things that you take pleasure in are going to be replaced with pain and sorrow. But I will not answer. So when you're calling and you need help, the Lord isn't going to help you. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. See, the Lord is fair. He's giving you your chance. He gave you an opportunity. Years, man. Years have we been coming out here. Countless videos have we been putting out. You don't have an excuse. But our people still want to do the same thing. They act like they didn't even hear it. They act like we don't even exist. You see? But that's fine. That's okay. Okay? Because we're doing this to be right in the eyes of the Most High, man. All right? You hate the Lord's counsel, you deal with him. Verse 30, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof, because it was for your betterment. But clearly you don't want it. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. And you know what's funny too is that the same people will read in the scriptures, all right, about themselves, okay, not listening to the prophets, and then catching hell. And they'll be like, damn, yo, they were hard-headed. Why didn't they listen? But they're doing the same thing now. And it shows you how people, it has to be a spiritual blinding because it's like they don't get it. You know, you're reading about what you're doing and how it ended up for your forefathers who didn't listen, but yet you're following the same path. You know, you don't learn. All right. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right, because people are not going to see it coming. For when they shall say, see, we're going to be expecting, all right, the Yahushua's return. But to these people, it's going to hit them like, oh, shoot, now what? You know? You're seeing wars and, you know, people are getting shot and killed and wild animals and diseases and all that. How do you defend against diseases? You know, what's going to save? A gun ain't going to save you from a disease. All right. Money's not going to save you from a disease. So how are you going to be protected from something like that? Since you think the Lord can't get you, how are you going to be protected from famine? All right. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. So when that destruction comes, you're not going to be able to run back into 2019. You're not going to be able to escape what's to come, man. Because the Lord has your names written. All right. You're already on the hit list. So you can come for us and do whatever you're going to do to us, but you're only going to regret it. Just like you put our Lord and Messiah on the cross. All right. And after he died, oh yeah, truly he was the Son of God. That's when now you realize that. Okay. When Ezekiel 33 and 33 comes to happen, it's going to be too late for a lot of you, man. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Woe meaning destruction. Because Ezra, after he saw the vision, all right, he got shook up, man. Ezra understood that in the reincarnation he was going to be here, all right. But when he saw that, he was like, yo, that's crazy. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. But are people in that mindset? No, they're in the house of mirth because they don't expect sorrows to be taking place. They don't expect great mournings to be coming their way. They don't expect death and famine and all of that. But this is what the Bible says is about to happen, man. The beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay. And the thing is, what can you do? You can't do anything. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right. So all these things that are happening, our people are still not seeing it. And they're stuck in their ways. They do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And if you leave them, it's only going to get worse. They're only going to keep doing the same thing, but just keep getting worse and worse and worse, man. And that's why the Lord is going to bring destruction and judgment. All right, because the Most High, the Creator, and His Son Yahushua, they're not happy. They're not happy with this place, and they're not happy with their people right now. All right, the last hope, the only hope for Israel is the elect. It's because of the elect that the Lord hasn't destroyed the whole nation, man, and He isn't gonna destroy the whole nation. Okay, but for the rest of you, man, the Lord is not happy with you at all, and it pisses Him off the fact that you don't even care. All right. Daniel 12 verse 1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time. So the time that's about to happen, that Daniel that what we just read in the book of Daniel, nothing that has ever happened in history is going to compare to what is going to happen in this time. All right. People being so quick to try and run into 2020, you're going to run into a nice brick wall, man. Okay? Because Jacob's trouble is nothing to be played with. It says, at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right? So if you're of the elect, if you're of the chosen of the Lord, man, you will be delivered. But if you're not, you got a hell of a time coming for you, man. All right, so I'm basically going to end it here, man. Look, man, we're very, very close. Okay? What is it? A couple of hours according to this society's calendar. All right, and we'll be in the next year. So hey, Lord's will, the Lord, hey, if it be as well, you know what, he could just take the whole economy down with this ball, man. Drop the ball in the economy. All right, but hey, the Lord is gonna work in His time, man. Okay, but we are to maintain that patience and the faith, and keep on enduring and remaining as spiritual as possible, man. All right, these devils are gonna come hard. All right, they are going to do what they're going to do. But, hey, the victory's already been declared, man. All right, and we won. So we just got to go through it and see what the Lord has in store for us, man. And Lord's will, hey, the Lord bring that deliverance, because the scriptures say that our salvation is nearer than when we believed. All right, so just keep watching, stay in the spirit, and just see what the Lord is going to bring for us, man. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Lord's willing, this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.